Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. I hope your morning went well, and I hope your day's going smooth, and I hope your night is a restful one. I know you guys have been waiting for this. Today, brought to you by Northshore Preparedness, is the $21 Prepper Throwdown Challenge. Yep, I know. It's here, and I'm going to give it a shot. So, if you want to thank North Shore Preparedness, check down into the description and you'll see a link to his page. Now, let's see how I did. Now, I decided to take this a bit literal, like literally just like that. SHTF happens. And I'm in the middle of it. Downtown. Car won't start. I don't know what to do. I look in my pockets and I've got my usual, but it's not enough. I need to get me some gear. So I look in my wallet. I got $21. That's it. 21 bucks. So I start on my way. Start heading to the stores. See what's on sale. Make sure I'm staying gray. On the way there, what do I spy? I spy a Biden-Harris sign. Yeah, Biden and Harris. I thought that was over. So I took it. That's right. Got me a stick for free. Then, when I got to the store, I asked them if I could have a bag. They said, by all means, are you planning on filling it? And I said, yes, ma'am, I am. Going to fill that bag with dead flying rats if they don't be quiet. But I grabbed me a bag. Now I've got my backpack for free. So I decided to take the rest of the challenge quite literal, like I said. Got travel out of the way. So I needed to concentrate on food, water, shelter, fire, a light source, protection, cordage, wayfinding, and a multi-tool if possible. That's a hard, steep ask, let me tell you what. And I learned that the hard way, because it is SHTF, you understand. So, while I'm dodging through the hallways and the aisles and everything in my local Wally world, I'm dodging zombies, staying behind things, trying not to catch CV, they say. But while I'm doing that, I'm getting my stuff. So let's start with water. So we need water. You don't make it more than 3 days without it. So I got myself one of these on sale water container. These are really handy. They can be folded up, easy to stow, nice. Holds up quite a bit of water actually. So I have something now as a container. I'm gonna take that, put it in my bag. That is $1.50. Then I went down looking for food. And boy, I can tell you, I sure am glad it's the holidays and things are on sale. But I got me a 3-day ration bars. Food blocks, 2,400 calories. Last you 3 days. You could probably stretch that to 5, maybe 6. You're gonna be hungry. But I grabbed it on sale, $3. Can of chili, 49 cents. And it's my favorite, other than my own homemade mama's chili. Anyway, grab that chili. Now, something to keep in mind with that chili. When you're done with it, don't you dare toss that can. You want to make sure to cut that lid, not all the way off. Whoops, bobblehead. You want to cut it all but about an inch, maybe 1.25 inches. Then bend that back, fold the ears behind itself, and you'll have a handle. Then you can warm up your chili, eat it, wash her out, and you've got a cup, a pot to cook in or drink out of. So that takes care of food, 59 cents. excuse me, 49 cents on sale. So, next item, shelter. So for shelter, remember I got 21 bucks. So I got me an emergency blanket. Now you can use that in many ways. You can use it as part of your shelter, but more importantly, you can use it to wrap around yourself in order to keep your body heat in. It's also a good way to signal people if need be. And if you have to, tear it into 3 strips if you see something in the air and that's your chance to get rescued. Then, oh, let's see, space blanket on sale, $1.97. Next, you can't go wrong with one of these emergency ponchos. Ask anybody that's ever had to use one. They seem cheap until you're using it. Then it seems like it's $100. But in this case, 97 cents. Whew, that's a steal. So now if it rains on me or zombies happen to be spurting blood after I, well, you know, that'll keep it off of me. So next is fire. I went ahead and got one of these cheap magnesium ferro rod striker. Now they're not the easiest to use, but they absolutely work. It'll start a fire, even in the wet. Something I recommend practicing, however. But magnesium striker fire starter, $1.97 on sale. So, next item, light. Now before we move to light, because it is getting dark in a hurry and I got to spend this 21 bucks, don't forget that with fire and that can, you can boil the water that you're going to put into this. Everything has more than one use. That's the way you want to look at it. So for light, I went and found me my favorite little crank light. Take this, do this about 30 times, not real fast, don't want to burn it out. I know I've showed these before, but they truly do work. Ooh, you guys know what that means. So, crank light, down. Don't have to carry batteries, don't have to buy batteries. Always gonna work for you. This was one of the more expensive ones, $4. Okay, protection. Now I know you're gonna laugh, but I got a knife. It's not real long, but it's sharp. And you're never gonna believe the price. And I know you can find these, your Army surplus store and whatnot. $1 for a folding knife. I wouldn't go doing anything real strong with it, but it'll definitely serve you pretty good. I've carried one of these in my pocket quite a bit. Never broke one yet. So, $1. Got a knife. This will help you open everything else up and do the things you need to do, cut cordage, whatnot, with a knife. The other thing for protection, mace. One of the other more expensive items, on sale, $3.50. This will allow you to be able to escape and evade if need be. So the next item, cordage. I found this at the dollar store. This is jute twine. Jute twine is really got more than one use. This cordage will help you build a shelter. You could build a lean-to, an A-frame. You can even get yourself off the ground using this to tie all your sticks and whatnot together. And I know you're saying, well, you don't have anything to cut sticks or anything with. You don't need anything to cut like that if you know how to use 2 trees and break those sticks. Nobody said it had to be a nice cut, clean cut. Anyway, jute twine, great for cordage, anything you need, tying things up, fixing things, making shelter, but it also is a great fire starter to help you get your fire going. And fire is really important in SHTF. $1. I did say it was the dollar store. Good find. Next is wayfinding. I know that seems like a weird one, but when I saw it, it didn't seem so weird when I got to really looking at it. This not only has a compass, and I know it's not the most expensive compass, but if it works, it works. Of course, the poles are shifting right now, so you might be a little sideways a few degrees. But it does have a compass. It does have something that tells you how cold it is. That's another important piece of information, especially in the wintertime. You need to know just how much shelter and fire you're going to need based upon the temperature. And then one thing I've never looked at really close on these before, and I'm glad I did, it's got a chart on the back that says chill factor, equivalent temperature on exposed flesh. That's one way. That's on the top here. And on the side it says wind speed in miles per hour. Then at the bottom it says air temperature. So this way you can calculate how this is going to affect you in an outdoor situation directly on your exposed flesh. I think that that is amazing information. I have never looked at that before on one of these, and I'm so glad I did. $1 on sale. Score. Now, the last thing is a multi-tool. And obviously, if you're doing the math, even with a $4.50 multi-tool, I'll be over my limit. So I did the next best thing. I got me one of these. I know you're gonna be laughing, but quite honestly, I tried one of these. I got one that's open. This one might end up in a giveaway box if you remember. But that saw will cut a limb. This can opener will open a can. That little sharp blade area there, it'll cut. The bottle opener, trust me, it works. The screwdriver absolutely works. The wrenches, it's not the easiest, but it took the nut off. It's even got itty bitty ones. Now I'm not too sure what the little round thing is. So if you guys want to put that down in the comments, I'd appreciate that. And then of course it gives you this little ruler. And now for some of us that might be adequate, but for other of us, well, let's just say it ain't. Oh, look, it says on the back what that little hole is. It's a direction ancillary wrench. Okay, I'll take their word for it. But this, I think you'll find might come in handy. And then the last item, you're gonna think it put me over the limit. But when I was in getting this bad boy and that bad boy, they had these little guys at the counter. And I said, you know, I'm getting a few things here. It's Christmas. How about you throw that in? And they said, well, you're a good customer. Respectful, polite, nice. Always ask how we're doing, how our day went. I think we can do that for you. So score. No charge. Got a spoon on it. We'll open cans and open bottles. So now I can eat my chili. I can open that can of chili. And I can drink that beer I'm going to steal from the guy that's sleeping next to me. And if he tries to get ornery, well, I got him covered. So that's my $21 challenge. Tell me how you think I did. Let me know if there's anything else you would have done differently. Put it down in the comment section. I'd really love to hear it. Don't forget to say thank you to Northshore Preparedness for challenging us all to think outside the box. I'm really looking forward to seeing how everybody else is doing their things. Now, real quick before I end this video, I just want to say some, I guess we'll call them honorable mentions. There are some products that I just couldn't get into the budget. I focused on the ones that I knew would work for the important things that we have to survive. So these other items are things that if I had just $15 more, maybe 20, I would have absolutely got and still fit in that bag right there. First one being Aqua Pure water tablets. I know I've shown those before, but I figure since I have a fire starter, a container, and a pot, I don't really need those. But I could have gotten them on sale, $4. A real multi-tool. Now, it's not real great, but it is really usable. I got these for my kids and their kids. They work great. $4.50. I would have upgraded my shelter to give me something that I didn't have to build to save and conserve energy. This would have been, if I remember right, it was $6. And it's reflective too. And of course, I've shown you this before. At the dollar store, I couldn't resist to get another one. $1 Fresnel lens might find its way into a kit with some of these other things for the giveaway. $1 start a fire if the sun's out, guaranteed. Stormproof matches. Would have definitely gotten some stormproof matches. I know it's redundant, but you know redundancy. 1 is none, 2 is 1, and 3 is a party. I also would have got me some of this. Because when you're out, SHTF, zombies trying to eat your brains, trying to bite you, well, you're going to need to clean up, keep from getting infected. Maybe catching the flying CV. You know, the one we got the alert about. Must be out there flying around. But you could have got some hand sanitizer, also multi-purpose, clean your hands, clean wounds, and can start a fire with it. Really flammable. I would have gotten me a little 25-cent single use, but you can get more than one use out of this. Super glue for any superficial little cuts, or if you don't have a suture kit, which we don't, to hold things together until we do. And of course, I've shown you this before, but I still would have picked me up a $1.50 rocket fuel. This one, of course, is GU. It's a little different, but still, it's an energy gel with electrolytes, sugars, things like that. I would have gotten a package of glow sticks at the dollar store for $1. Has 3 glow sticks in here. Great way to have light. And I would have got me a signal mirror. There's a lot of uses for this. You can see things that you can't get at to fix. You can signal people. You can, scare yourself by looking at it. That would have been $1. And I would have gotten me a $1 bundle of zip ties. So when that guy gets out of control, that I took his beer, I can deal with him with my protection, and I can zip tie him up until he calms down. Also, these are handy for shelters. These are handy for fixing things. And as you guys all know, these are handy for just about everything. So, that being said, I think we're at the end. I better zip it and conclude this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure that if you subscribe, hit that little bell on there so that you know when I'm posting videos. And, well, just know that I appreciate you all. I think you're all amazing. And I hope you all stay safe, secure, and are aware of your surroundings. And always prepare for anything that you think might come your way.